No one prepared you for this part of manhood, but it's important. They trained you to earn, but they never trained you to feel. And the simple truth hits hard. From a young age, boys are taught how to work hard, how to achieve goals, how to provide for themselves and provide for others. However, the deep part, which is the part about being a man, was never taught. The lessons are often missed because they were never conveyed. Most of it was because our fathers didn't know how to convey it to us, and our mothers were not truly prepared. This gap leaves many men feeling unprepared for critical parts of manhood, which is the emotional parts, the awareness parts, the connection parts that most of us need to function and to go forward. So, the unspoken sides of manhood. Most men grew up hearing phrases like be strong, don't cry, or man up. These sayings shape the mindset where emotions are being seen as weaknesses rather than strengths. Society often rewards men for their achievements and their toughness, but rarely does it reward them for their emotional intelligence or their openness. This lack of emotional training can cause problems later on in life. Men may struggle with relationships, mental health, even misunderstanding themselves. The pressure is always there and appears to take control and lead you into isolation and frustration as you move through life. So, why is awareness important? Why does awareness matter? Emotional awareness is the ability to recognize and understand feelings of those of others, along with understanding yourself. It helps to build stronger relationships and improves decision making and support for your mental health, mental well being. So, for men, developing this skill is good. It can be very informative for you to develop it and understand how it works. So, what are some of the things that you should consider when you're looking at this? One is better communication. Expressing feelings clearly helps you to avoid misunderstandings. Healthier relationships. Emotional openness fosters trust and intimacy with the people that you care about and your loved ones. Stress management. Recognizing emotions can also prevent burnout and anxiety because you have a better understanding of who you are, of, that you're not limited to this facade that you have to poise or, excuse me, display. The other one is self acceptance. Understanding that your feelings leads to greater confidence and peace for you as an individual. Men who learn to feel as well as to earn live fuller lives, more balanced lives. And again, as we all know, life is a balancing act. That's without question. So, how do you start feeling when you were never taught how to do it, how to deal with it? Now, please understand, I am not a therapist or any of that, but I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from the fact that I've worked with a lot of men and I've done a lot of different things, and of course, had to tackle my own um, inconsistencies and habits and false beliefs as I've gone through life. So, changing a lifetime of habits is not easy, but it is possible. And here are some practical steps for you to begin if you're interested in trying to improve how you do things, to embrace that part of manhood. One, recognize your emotions. Understand that your emotions are part of who you are. You are a holistic being. So, as a holistic being, that means that all of the parts need to work together. All of the parts of you, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of those things need to come together. So, recognizing your emotions is a start. So, start paying attention to what you're feeling throughout your day. Name your emotions, be it anger, sadness, joy, frustration. Journaling may help because it'll also help you to track your feelings and also track the patterns that you may have. Number two is challenge all habits. A lot of us believe things that were never true. They're things that we were taught to believe, but they were never actually based on fact. They were based on the regurgitation of someone else that didn't know what they were talking about, that shared it with us as we were going through it. So the question is the message that you received. Was it about emotions? Was it something that was going to serve you? Remember that feelings don't equal weakness, and it takes courage to be vulnerable. Number three, practice sharing. Open up about open up about yourself to someone that you trust. Mind you, make sure that it's somebody that you trust. And if you don't trust what they've told you about other people, that's not somebody that you should be trusting. So, anyway, understand that emotional language goes beyond the basic words. This makes it easier to express complex feelings and understanding of others. Number four is learning your emotional vocabulary. Expanding your emotional vocabulary beyond words can make it easier to express complex feelings and get you to understand people better. Number five is seek support. Understand that joining groups that can be beneficial. So considering joining groups, workshops that focus on men's emotional health could be a good space for you. These could be spaces where it could provide guidance and or community for you to express what's going on with you and what's happening. Now, a real life example would be I have an engineer who's been focusing on his career. He's felt disconnected with his family, but after therapy, that particular person learns to identify the stressors and communicate it in a better way, instead of bottling it up and keeping it inside. And this will improve the person's relationship, all of the above. Another example would be joining a men's group where you could participate in sharing emotions and maybe even talk to some like-minded people, because trust me, you're not alone. You're not the only person going through this. Okay. Next is your role in society. So your role in society, also social and society culture. All right. Changing your personal habits is important, but society also needs to shift. Schools, families, media, all of these people can play, all of these entities can play a role in encouraging emotional learning and emotional education for boys and men. When emotional skills are valued alongside of achievement, men feel safer and exploring their particular feelings or the things that's going on with them. So exploring their feelings and moving forward with their lives, which of course trickles into their families, their relationships, dealing with their children, dealing with their own parents. So moving forward with strength and sensitivity is very important. Manhood is not just about what you do, but it's about what's inside you and who you are inside. Feeling deeply about different things and understanding how you can express your emotions is also important. And these are also signs of strength, not weakness. The parts of manhood that no one prepared you to learn about is to connect, not only with others, but also connecting with yourself, and understanding that you have real emotions and that there's levels that you're going to go through as a man and as a person going through this. This journey takes time, effort, but the reward is worth it. It's worth it for your own sanity and for your own well-being. So by embracing this side of manhood, it builds resilience and improves your relationships with the people that you live with, and also helps you to live a more authentic life. So it's not only that it's going to help you at home, it also can help you at work and in other activities that you may engage in. So take the step today. Listen to your feelings, speak your truth, and allow yourself to feel fulfilled and to feel fully aware of who you are and what you're capable of doing. All right, this is all part of manhood, and that completes this particular story. This is Mr. Z Inspires. I hope that this was useful. If this resonated with you, please share it with others. And please also look to follow us on www.mrzinspires.com. Check out our rebuild process, which is also geared to help men, not only in the personal areas of their life, but also the business areas with their life. And it's all about communication and growing. And check us out on YouTube. Our YouTube is Mr. Z Inspires. Thank you very much, and you guys have a great day. Be well.